Naturally Nikki here. I am coming to you today. I get asked the question a lot, or people usually tell me, how is it that you are 25 with a 4-year-old and we never hear you complain? And a lot of people come to me saying, you know what, Nikki, I love the fact that you have a daughter and you don't seem to let it like change you or to let it bring you down. So I just want to address that. Life is what you make it. Yes, I had my daughter at 19 years old. I was in college at Western Michigan University. Had a boyfriend back home, kept coming home, back forth, one spring break, boom, boom. Now there's a beautiful little girl. And life, to me, life is what you make it. I chose to have a little girl. Her name is Haley. I chose this life. She didn't choose it. And it's up to me to fulfill her life until she can, and to make sure my life is still fulfilled. And what people tend to forget is, when you become a mother, most women, we do lose ourselves. We lose ourselves in a good way in our kids. We make sure they're happy. But it's also extremely important to make sure you're happy too. You can't give to your kid if you're not giving to yourself. So ways I do that, I try not to complain. I try not to complain financially. I try not to complain emotionally. Physically I've been complaining because my daughter likes to go. But at the same time, it's like you ever hear the quote, once you have kids, they drain your finances? I can't agree with that, because my daughter does share a nice chunk of my check. However, there is so much that I do with my own money that she does not have anything to do with. I am responsible for clothing my child and making sure she is fed, making sure she is clean, making sure that, her quality of life shows through her. However, I am not responsible for buying name brand things for my child who she doesn't even know what she's wearing. My daughter can go to Walmart, find a Iron Man or a Spider-Man shirt and be just as happy as she's a very simple kid. Children don't know what they're wearing, especially not at 4. So what I'm trying to say, half of the things we do as parents for our kids are for us. I noticed that. I said a lot of parents do these over-the-top things, and it's usually for the attention of other people, not the attention of their child. So I don't believe in buying name brand. However, I don't even wear name brand stuff. Well, don't get me wrong, I have a couple staple pieces, but I'll go to Forever 21, I'll go to Target, I'll go to Sears, JCPenney's. I'm very cheap. Wherever the sale is, that's where I am. So that aspect, I didn't believe in the true religions, the Mecca, wherever they call it. I don't know the name brands. I'm out of touch with all that, but I don't do that. That's one thing I cut out. So that's not money being spent on clothes. Another thing, as far as anything else, I was raised in a 2-parent home, and my parents were able to give me everything. I didn't go without in life. So as a single mother, I make sure, my child can have the same lifestyle as a married person's child. I make sure it's just little things. My little girl will not walk out her house without her hair combed. My hair, on the other hand, I may not do it, but my daughter Haley will not walk out of the house with her hair combed. As long as she has hair on her head, she can have 2 pigtails with we flick those edges, and she'll look great. Also, it's extremely important to just remember, children can either bring you down or enhance your lifestyle. That's the mentality we have. See, when I had my daughter in college, I could have took the route of dropping out of school and, making our life work. However, God also blessed me with 2 supportive parents, the best supportive parents. My parents gave me the option to go back to college and they will watch my child. And that's what I did. But that's a blessing to have. Not everyone has support. But I did. I had parental support, and they watched my daughter until I finished college, which was in 2014. I have a degree from Wayne State University in criminal justice. And that was the best decision I ever could have made, to push forward, and to just keep doing what I was doing before the child got here. So another thing is, I don't want to seem like I'm rambling, but another thing is, your mindset, it's all in the mindset. My mindset changed. It wasn't, oh, I had this kid, I can't live life. When I went to college, I went to college because my parents made me. It wasn't a choice. It wasn't like I wanted to go. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. When I got out of high school, I did not want to go to college. Now when I got there, best time of your life. Go to college. It's an experience you'll never get. Your friendships that you make, it's just the whole quality of college is just awesome and amazing. However, when I got there, I was a partier. It's coming out of that transitional stage for the last year or so. I haven't been too much of a partier, but I was a partier. My grades were good, you know, but I was just going to college. But when I did get my daughter, when I look at the positive change, once I had my daughter, I was like, I have a reason to be here. I cannot fail her. I cannot fail myself. I have to provide. Lifestyle started to change. I left Western Michigan, came back to Wayne State, came to Detroit, Michigan, to go to Wayne State University, finished up my courses, and actually made a change in my life. I actually wanted to do better. I actually wanted to go to class. Before, I did skip class. Now I'm going to class because I have a mouth to feed. I have a future to protect. So it's all about a positive. You have to shift your mindset from negative to positive in any aspect of your life. And my kid is the best thing that has ever happened to me. A lot of people say, oh, you're single, how is that? Well, I am single, but every night I have this smiling little face to come back home to. You know, every night, unfortunately, my kid sleeps in my bed. So every night I have a little person next to me that just touches you on your face. And, you know, when you wake up, her foot is in your eye. You know, it reminds you of the beauty of life. Like, I gave life, and not everyone can. And that's in itself is a blessing. Something that some women can't do, I gave life. So, you know, I'm 25 with a child, but you know what? That is a blessing that I will never turn around. And then the upside is that when I turn 30, she'll be 10. yeah. So she'll be 5 in October. So again, it's life is what you make it. Take that kid and just everything positive. We go on trips. I as a mother have to get away from sometimes. So since 2012, it was my first time being on an airplane, and I told myself every year I'm going to reward myself and go out. Also, when I go out and I take myself somewhere, when I come back within that year, I do take my daughter some places. I want her to be able to travel. So every year I go somewhere, and then every year I take her somewhere. And instead of spending my money on things that are unnecessary, I tend to save my money. Tax time. Y'all know everybody talk about tax time, and when you get those big refunds when you have a kid, cha-ching! I save that money throughout the year. That way when she wants to do something, she doesn't have to, I don't have to say, you know, I don't have it. God has blessed me so much, you guys, that I have not went without anything. Sometimes I worry as a young person. I do worry about things, you know, but God has not failed me. So I just want to encourage young mothers, you know, having a kid is what you make it. You can either make it positive or you can make it a sad story. And I chose to make my daughter a positive story. I want to make sure she's happy, and I want to stay happy. I don't have to be depressed, walking around with my head held down. Oh, she had a kid, or let someone judge me. I can just take me and my kid out of that world, and we live a good life. And so far, my life is great. My life is awesome. I wake up every morning and I'm just thankful, you know, thankful for her and thankful that God gave her to me. She's a blessing. Sometimes I can cry. Now, I'm human. Sometimes I cry about things. Some things go wrong. Do you know when my daughter comes up to me and she said, Mom, like, why are you crying? Like, don't cry, Mom. Like, those words, it's just, she makes you so happy. Kids make you happy. Now, don't go out and have a kid if you don't have one. Enjoy life, you know. You enjoy life on a different level. But life can still be enjoyed with a child, you guys. I just want to say, you guys, just embrace those babies. And I embrace my child, you know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if my life would be what it is now if I didn't have my kid. My kid brought a lot of happiness to my life in a very how to put this, because I know people say you have kids, you search for love. That's not what I'm trying to say. I went through a couple years that my life was a little rough, and my kid gave me strength. She was my Like, I don't know, that kid, just knowing that she was here, it was my strength for me. So like I keep saying, make your child is what you make it. Just remember, like, you were chosen to have your kid. You were chosen to take care of an angel. Like, God sent an angel for you to take care of. And that's how I look at it. Like, my child is my everything. So just in closing, guys, just remember, you know, you can either be sad about having children, you can mope around, or you can just, you know, complain, or you can not complain and love your child, and to show love and to spread love out of your mouth. Speak it. Speak that, you know, if you're struggling, that, Lord, I don't want to struggle anymore. I want my child to see the finer, or children to see the finer things in life. Speak it. Speak it into existence. I've been learning to just speak things. Me and my kid will be happy. We and my kid will have our family, a complete family. We and my kid will live life to the fullest. And just continue to speak it, and I guarantee your life will change. That's what I've been doing. I've been speaking positivity over my life and my child's life, and things have been happening, and I'm happy about it. So I just wanted to talk to you guys on a more natural level, you know, since it's naturally Nikki, but a real level. So I will talk to you guys later. Remember, spread love, not hate. Bye.